Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how I programmed a code to run a simulation of rolling two six-sided dice 3,600 times. On the screen right now, it shows the beginning of the program where I defined a function called deed1, which will act as the first six-sided dice. And I also created another function called D2, which will be the other six-sided dice. Basically, in these functions, they use the RAND system where it will randomly choose a number and divide it by 6. And whatever the remainder will be the result of the dice that has been rolled. On the next part of the program, it will show me declaring some variables called digits, subcounts, and an array pro. And then below it, it will have a for loop showing the variable subcount, which this loop will represent how many rolled have been done out of 36,000. It will first print out count, and then whatever the subcount is at. And then it will go to the if statement. So if the subcount is less than or equal to 36,000, it will input the sum of the function D1 and the function D2, which is the dice, and it will be put into the variable digits. And then it will print out the sum of those two dice and print out the number called pro and brackets digits. This is basically adding 1 every time pro is at the digits. For example, every time when we do a random roll and the sum is 7, it will add 1 to pro bracket 7. And that's how we're going to keep count how many times it rolls 7 out of the 36,000 roll. And in this output, you will see that it will be printing out count and then what roll it's on. And it will also show the sum of the two dice on that roll. For this last part of the program, you can see I did another for loop and declaring num equals pro bracket x. In the previous for loop, I did something to the pro array that will add 1 every time when the two dice of the sum lands on a certain amount of sum, and it will add 1 every time. And below that variable, there's another variable called percentage, which it will take the num divided by 36,000 times 100. This will give us the percentage of how many times or what are the chances or probability of this simulator rolling a sum of 2 or a sum of 7 or a sum of 12. And in this new picture on the screen, it will show you the output of that last program. Okay, thank you for watching and have a nice day.